Hello everybody, I'm coming to you. It's almost 1 a.m. Not unusual for me to be up at this hour. Coming to you from the living room. And I want to say first off to Dreamer72 Femme and to Kazzy2 Babe. I hope I got that right. Just a huge thank you for the things that you sent, and I know you must think I'm just rude as anything for not saying anything sooner. I actually have been trying to make a thank you video, and I got the part for Stacy done, and then I went to try to do the second part. Spent a lot of time filming it and getting it just right, and then went to find the video, and it's just not there. So I suspect that when I took my glasses off, I either double-clicked the start button so it went start-stop, or something similar to that, because it just was non-existent. So I'm going to have to redo it. And I haven't really been around a whole lot lately. I haven't been watching videos. I haven't been making videos when I'm on my computer. I'm pretty much watching movies or TV shows, sometimes playing a game, but not even doing that so much, because I'm not looking for pity or anything from you guys. So I know you must get tired of hearing me complain about my ailments, but I mean, it's just a fact of my life that I have been having a really bad problem with my fibromyalgia. It's rare for it to flare up this severely. I really thought I pretty much had it under control, and I'm not sure what has made it flare up. Really nothing in my life has changed, except for I'm just really not getting enough sleep. Sometimes it's because I've had to get up early. No matter how hard I try, I can't get to sleep early. And then because once the day gets rolling, I don't want to lie down and take a nap. So I end up just with not enough sleep, and I think that's probably the biggest issue. And I'm still having sleep apnea, because the supply company never got back to me about coming out and setting up my equipment. I need to call them tomorrow and poke at them. But yeah, I will finish the thank you video, because you ladies, it's the least you deserve for the wonderful stuff that you sent me. Not a lot has been happening in my life. I really haven't felt like going and doing much of anything. Falcon and I are planning a little road trip for next week. I hope I'm up to it. If not, I don't know. Spend a couple days at home. I guess it's not the worst thing that could happen to us. I should have gotten one of these for Stacy. I may have to go back and get one. I can see her eyes lighting up as she sees this. I wish, but no. It's a little container. It's supposed to be for you to put 6 Oreo cookies in. But if I put 6 Oreo cookies in that, they wouldn't be there for long, and then I'd have horrible guilt issues and high blood sugar. So I probably won't be putting Oreos in here, but I'm going to maybe put something in. Nothing else, when we get our own place, it'll be a fun little addition to my kitchen. Go with other plastic delights like my this. My ice cream cone, which is not showing up very well. I love this. No, I won't blow bubbles. You guys have had to watch me blow enough bubbles with that. I don't know why. I like the plastic stuff, plastic foods, and silly nonsense that has to do with wonderful old brands like Oreo. Okay, and the other thing that I did this yesterday. I didn't have the coordination. My hands have been like shaking, and I can't control my fingers very well. Let's see if I can adjust some of this brightness out. Hang on. But Falcon, when I first met him, and he was still back in Massachusetts, he loved to do the little perler bead things, and I wish I had one of his creations in here, but I do not. And those little plastic beads, and you set them in a sort of a pegboard thing. You put them on the little pegs, and then you iron it, and it makes them stick to each other. And a lot of people are into it. It's kind of fun. I always thought of it just as kind of a kid's craft, but he makes cool little video game characters with his. And I'd never done it. He said, "Oh, you got to do it. It's so much fun." And so from eBay, we ordered a whole bunch of these boards, and they're clear, which I like too, because it doesn't taint what I'm doing at all. And I wanted to do my first one, and typical to my personality, I don't start with something small and simple. It's like when I learned to knit, first thing I made was a scarf. The second thing I made was a cable knit sweater, which is kind of advanced. well, maybe not advanced, but certainly not beginner level stuff. So I decided to make a great big one, and decided, since I like Warner Brothers, old style Warner Brothers, I wanted to do the Looney Tunes logo, where this would be at the end of a cartoon, and there would be bugs and the concentric rings around them. This is the best I could do, because you can't do a whole lot of shading with perler beads. To do shading, you need much larger objects and a whole lot of different shades and colors. So I found the logo online, and I found a program that will take a photo and make it into like a cross-stitch pattern or whatever. And it was not really great looking, I gotta admit. I had to do a lot of this pretty much just by hand, just using my own senses, because it would have looked like vomit pretty much if I had done it the way the pattern showed. But at least I could count and figure out, how big across it needed to be, and how many in to where his face starts, and just stuff like that. It kind of gave me a little guideline. And this is all I have done so far, and I went ahead and ironed them a bit, because I thought, as unstable as my hands are right now, it'd be just like me to just bump it and flip the whole thing and knock all like 500 pieces off, or how many ever there are. And the cats think it's cool, and they want to bite the little beads off of there, and they want to step on it and lay on it and everything. So for its own safety, I went ahead and did some ironing on it. And so I've got to do now the hardest part, because the pattern really, it's almost impossible to tell what anything is. So I'm going to have to just kind of do it by feel, look at the original picture and do it. It's going to say Looney Tunes across here, and have the rest of the circle. And that's it. It's been kind of fun. I couldn't work on it all today, so I sat here most of the day listening to paranormal radio shows like Coast to Coast AM and what do they call themselves now? The show started out being Darkness on the Edge of Town. You can find them if you look that up. And they have archives of all their shows, which is great. Now they're Darkness Radio. They're really good. So I listened to their 2 shows that they recorded over the weekend. They're each like 3 hours long. So I had a lot of wonderful stuff to listen to. And Falcon, again, I can't reach it from here, but when Falcon moved in, he brought an enormous jar with the perler beads in it, and it's just this crazy mixture. It's like every color you could imagine. And he gave up on them long ago, because it's just too impossible when you're doing a project and you need certain colors, and there's literally probably 50 different colors, all different shades of colors, all mixed together to find the specific colors you need. So I said, hey, let me do it. I'll separate them. And I've been working on it for a long time, just here and there. I finally sat down today in a sunny spot in here on the couch and separated the damn perler beads. I almost got them all done. I got stage 1 done, where I separate, here's a bag of orange, here's a bag of pink, here's a bag of blue, bag of green, etc. But then I get to sort those, because there's many, many shades of the colors, and some of them are clear with glitter, and some are just clear, and some are solid. And so it's probably what I'll be doing again tomorrow. I would like to be finishing my Bugs Bunny piece. I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I finish it. Who knows? Put it on a shelf, or I don't know, hell. The next one I want to do is I want to find some photos, which I have tons on my various computers, of old vintage signs, the really cool old motel signs. And there's so many of them online. I can just go on Flickr and find some, I'm sure, and do a replica of one of those. I think that would be fun. That's all. I'm going to close it for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.